Okay, today has been my first full day using the Apple Watch. I put it on around 6:30 this morning, and now it's about 10 to 7. And experience so far has been really good. I just want to first talk about battery. And as you can see, it's only at 64%, and I've used it for more than 12 hours. Today I've used it for just about everything. I've used it to contact people, and there's someone contacting me right now. So, I've used it to contact people. I've used only my watch today in regards to text and phone calls and emails. And so it's worked out really well for all that stuff, and I still have a good 64% battery left. Let's see if I can. Okay. Oops. I did want to show you that. So that is the simple watch face that I've been using all day today. And tomorrow I'll use a different watch face. I really do like it because of all the complications you can have on it. Besides that, things have gone pretty smoothly today. Phone battery life has not been drained. The one thing I guess I didn't use it for today was activity, so maybe I'll try that tomorrow. Go on a half-hour run or walk, and we'll see how much that affects the battery life, because I guess that will use constant heart rate monitor as opposed to the intermittent one that I've been using today. I thought that maybe, because I've always worn a watch ever since I was in elementary school, so I thought that little motion right there would be annoying because it takes just a little split second before the watch comes onto the screen. But you know what? It hasn't bothered me at all today. I also drive a lot, and so I was thinking maybe it would just come on accidentally a lot while I'm driving, and it did, but not a lot, and it obviously didn't affect battery that much, so didn't care. Let's see, what else have I used it for today? Calendar, just about everything I did. I come home, I put my phone somewhere, I forget about it, I don't need it. And it's a little bit of a glimpse of the future, if you ask me, one day where I'll be able to leave my house without a wallet or a phone and just a watch on my wrist. Not yet, but hopefully one day that is coming. Here is one thing I must say. The digital crown takes not a little getting used to, but just a little while for me to remember to actually use it, as opposed to just moving around on the screen. I had a tendency just to put my finger on the screen and use it, but the times when I did use the digital crown, I really liked it. I could see the whole screen, I could scroll up and down, which is what I was doing with my finger anyway. So I just need to build that into part of my just use without even thinking in regards to the digital crown, because right now that's just not a part of what I do. But otherwise, navigation was pretty easy. I think today I used simple because of the complications. I think tomorrow I'll use motion. Oops. And see what things are like without the complications. See that red dot up there? That just means I have notifications that I didn't look at when I received a Taptic notification. So let me talk about that real quick. A lot of people have been mentioning how they miss or don't feel when the watch signals them Taptic-wise. And I haven't had that problem today. I can see how maybe it would be a problem, say if I was on a run. See, there I go again with it, not using the digital crown. If I was on a run or something like that. But just going about my regular everyday, I did feel it every time, and that was good. And I did not have like the I forget what it's called, but I don't have the option on where it gives you like a longer Taptic before it actually signals you with its regular Taptic sound. And so I don't think I'll need to use that. Okay, so far today, big concerns were the digital crown and battery life, and those are no longer a concern. Battery life, as you can see here, is stable. Exercise rings, I did not exercise today, so you see the green ring not moving at all. Calorie ring is moving. Stand-up ring is full. And so right now all I have in glances, I actually do have one third-party glance, and it's called the Score, which is pretty nice. I don't have any teams going on right now. Let me see why this is not working. Yeah, see? So when you hit a complication, it should open up right to that app, as you saw there. It's not doing it in the top left one for some reason. So I will check that out later. That is weird because it did it earlier. Maybe for battery it just doesn't go to that because it's not an app. It's just a... Let's see, actually. Let's see if I can find the battery app. Anyway, I just always had it in glances, so I never really thought to look to see if it was an app, and it is not. One thing you can do, which is kind of neat, if you go to watch, you just tap and that takes you to all your apps. Tap again, back to the watch. Double tap and it takes you to your last app, which is cool. And then tap back and it'll go back and forth. So that's just one thing to see. Anyway, still figuring the watch out. Obviously, like that battery signal I didn't know about until right now, but it's not an app, so it doesn't open an app, but you can keep it in your glances. Aside from that, things have been going well, still 61%, so not even at 50% and well over 12 hours. Feels good on the wrist. As you can see, these marks right here are from my old Basis Peak band, rubber band. This Floramaster band feels a lot nicer. And you can keep it loose, and it'll still, or looser I should say, and it'll still get your heart rate. Okay, that's it for today, day one. Things have gone fairly smoothly. Still adjusting to a few things like the digital crown, although it's really nice. That is the first time where I've moved my wrist and it hasn't come back on. But maybe it's just because usually I do it slightly more vigorously. But that hasn't been a problem all day either. I often glance at the watch, give it a slight little thing like that, and it comes on. Not as annoying as I thought it would be. Otherwise, everything looks really good. Still really pleased with the form factor, and I will see you tomorrow.